Hello, my name is Trevor Smith, and I am a William Woods EDU 730 student here to present my district redesign project. The district I plan to redesign is Columbia Public Schools. The current mission of Columbia Public Schools is to provide an excellent education to all students. The student population at Columbia Public Schools is roughly 18,600 students. We have four high schools. Three of those are cumulative, and one is an alternative high school, seven middle schools, and 21 elementary schools. Our student makeup is 52% white, 21% black, 11% multiracial, 9% Hispanic, and 6% Asian, with 42 of our students on free and reduced lunch and 12% on an IEP. My vision for Columbia Public Schools is to maintain all the good work that's happening. As we're going to go through in this presentation, there's a lot of good things happening in CPS that are um, that that are in line with the HRS framework, and so continuing those things will be something that we'll have to do, and then also find ways for continuous improvement because no matter what we're doing, there's always things that we could be doing better or trying to make us better as a district. So here's our current high reliability schools status. For level one, safe, supportive, and collaborative culture, we use restorative practices. That is a practice that is used throughout the district, and people are regularly trained from multiple buildings in restorative practices, and that is something that we do to make everyone, staff included, have a safe environment to work in. We also promote PLCs in every building. There is PLC time, so for teams to collaborate around student data and decide what they need to do, what they need to adjust to help those students who are struggling and to push the students who are at the high end of things. So um, that promotes a lot of collaboration and creates a safe environment for people to work. Level two, effective teaching in every classroom. This district invests in instructional coaches. There's one in every building, at least one, who are freed up to assist administrators in the instructional leadership role. And we also have instructional walkthroughs. There's a walkthrough form that administrators use to walk through and see we are um, if teachers are meeting the expectation of our instructional values in our district. And that's a place where we can document that and hold people accountable. Level three, guaranteed and viable curriculum. We already have curriculum maps and pacing guides for all courses. And we regularly have opportunities for differentiation PD to modify lessons to meet our students' needs. Level four, standards reference reporting. We do this. We have rubrics in place for every class. We have professional development around using rubrics. We have in the past and we currently do to help sustain that model. And level five, competency-based education. We do have flexible pacing guides. They could be more flexible. We'll talk about that later. And we invest in iReady, which is a digital software that monitors students' progress and give teachers really good data as to what their next steps could be to help that kid reach their full potential. Recommendations that I would have for level one, I would implement regular climate surveys. I would want to hear from the teachers multiple times throughout the year to get an accurate representation of how they're feeling on a regular basis and also give us a good data collection source to where we can measure different things that we implement throughout my time as superintendent to understand how it has impacted our schools' climates. Level two, effective teaching in every classroom. I would implement peer observations, something that I've done as a teacher, something that has been proven to work is teachers hearing from other teachers. And it's not an evaluative process, it's a very safe process whenever you're being evaluated by your coworkers, as long as the building culture is there. Um, and generally, you receive positive feedback and it builds you up as a teacher. And it also gives you ideas that you can take back to your own classroom whenever you're the one doing the observations. Level three, guaranteed and viable curriculum. I would implement an accountability system to ensure that the curriculum is being implemented. Level four, standards reference reporting. We would have calibration sessions, so to ensure that teachers across grade levels or across schools or across contents would see the same things, be grading the same way, so we don't have students across the district receiving inconsistent feedback. And then level five, competency-based education, we would increase our we would increase our pacing guide flexibility. Right now, it is at a plus or minus 2 weeks is acceptable by the district for a class. That should be expanded so teachers have the autonomy to meet the needs of their students wherever they are in the learning process. And multiple students need to be able to be at different places in the pacing guide at one time. My professional development plan is to collaborate with the professional development coordinator and other central office leadership. We want to make sure that everyone, especially towards the top of such a large organization, is on board. So we have to ensure the buy-in is there from everyone who's going to have to have their feet held to the fire. So collaboration and shared voice there will be important. I will start the implementation of some of these new items before the full rollout, the full implementation. I think it's important to let people know that this is coming and to give them time to process it and be ready for when it actually comes. So, having a plan that is multiple years, several years out, that starts before we're even implementing it, just as an informational year to get everyone mentally prepared for what's coming. And then differentiate PD for different stakeholders is another thing that I would make sure to do in my professional development plan. Parents do not want or need the same information that teachers do, and they don't want or need the same information that administrators have. So, and then students don't want or need the same information that all the other groups have. So, making sure that we are giving everyone the information that they need, tailored to their needs, and not to get lost or lose people in teacher jargon or just doing too much when it comes to professional development. We need to make sure that our PD is appropriate for who it's designed for. And then sustainability. This is a big piece with staff, and we need to have a multi-year plan, as I mentioned earlier, that this cannot be done quickly, and it shouldn't be done quickly. Um, You need to have a multi-year plan and accountability systems throughout the plan. Both these items build trust with staff and stakeholders that this is not a one and done thing that all teachers fear. This is not a cyclical thing that's going to come and go, but this is something that research based and something that we're going to be committed to moving forward. And so, preaching the sustainability of this initiative is important and ensuring that not only talking about it, but ensuring that there are things in place such as accountability systems throughout, and that's before, during, and after the implementation of all these HRS systems. it's important that those are in place so we can make sure that this doesn't break down and lose momentum and everyone give up on it and then we're stuck. So, in conclusion, I just want to continue the good work at Columbia Public Schools. There is a lot of positive things going on that contribute to a high reliability school. I want to patiently complete the new work. I don't want to force feed anybody. I want it to be a gradual process that we can all get our heads wrapped around and be excited for. And collaboration is a must. The shared voice throughout this process is huge because this is such a dramatic shift from traditional school. Um, we have to hear everyone's voice and make sure that we're all on the same page so this can be sustainable. These are my references, and thank you for your time today.